Welcome to November 8th, 2018. I'm Chris McCleary with your daily CIRF report. And how are you doing? Are you ready for something different? I think I've got the ticket for you today. We've got two very positive aspects that I want you to know about. The first one, let's just go, probably the most important, probably the most significant in the DreamBot is going to be Jupiter heading into Sagittarius, but Quincunx, can't say that word, Uranus, and Uranus being all about change. And the reason this is amazing is because Jupiter, first of all, likes to be in Sagittarius, rules that zodiac sign. And Sagittarius is very open-minded, go just do it, very spontaneous, very impulsive. And the benefit here is that Jupiter is very fortunate, very lucky, if you will, good fortune. And so even though we're impulsive, things just seem to work out. That's why this is very positive. And then Uranus throws its little power into the mix, which is all about change. So we start galloping towards something, and all of a sudden Uranus is there to kind of divert and change. Maybe a tree is right in front of us, so now we have to move over here, but still moving forward. And with this Quincunx, you can have a lot more possibly uncertainty, but it's more of it's not anxiety, it's more about excitement. It's about being positive about the general outcome of what might come. Optimism, that's the word for it. And positive change, spontaneity, open-minded. But consider this, is that in order to maximize this transit, it's not about as much as you can get or as much as you can experience. It is best to reduce the greed and the selfishness in order to maximize this side of things. And likewise, we have a trine with Venus and Mars. This is very positive for social contact, social engagement. For those of you who are single, dating, finding a partner, this is a great time period for that. And for those of you who are already in a relationship, rekindling love or passion, bringing that back if it was lost, or if it's still going great, then taking it even to the next level. This is the perfect time for that, but it's not all just love. This is great transit for negotiation, speaking your mind, but not putting people off, and not about getting your way, but having your needs met. Okay, and doing so without putting everybody at dis-ease. Number 8, I want to take a moment to talk about is about motivation and momentum. Divine purpose is in there, but a lot of hard work. But if it goes too far, there's a little bit of desire for control. And this I can totally see when you're, if you're not a Sagittarius and not used to having Jupiter in Sagittarius and having good fortune, this, number 8, can really come in strong for you, and a desire to try to control the outcomes. And that's going to be a big no-no. It's a day to really trust the universe. And hopefully you can do that. So let's zoom into the DreamBot. And this is the collective dreams. And we have two big memes here. The red is the Jupiter Quincunx Uranus, and the blue is the Venus trine Mars. So let's go with the red. Played, gotten, life, dream, free, suggested, basically, gate, change, there's Uranus. Known, that's Jupiter, knowing that it's going to be okay. And somewhere, that's absolutely perfect. Jupiter and Sagittarius, somewhere. And that's the whole point. is the great unknown, but it's very, very, very optimistic. All right, the blue is the Venus trine Mars, so it's about other people. Shirt, I put shirt in there just because dressed was down below, so the clothes thing, that's about people. Hey, it's about what people are wearing. Ancestry. I know it's taking me a long time to read through this list, but this word here has been in the runs for a couple days now in a row, and it's really it's pushing me to work on the next project. There's a next evolution of the CIRF report, and it has to do with the ancestry. And I can't spend any time on it here because I haven't started it yet. I need to get that going, but it's exciting change with the CIRF report. Just stand by, and I've got 2 other big projects in front of it, and then I can get to it. Round, summary, manage, cat. What is cat? Oh, cat's an animal, but it's, I think there's 2, well, it's just entity, cat, people, brought, carrying, dressed, and dad. So it's just interaction with other people, other animals. It's just anything other than yourself. I mean, I don't want to say that it's totally selfless. You do have some needs that need to be met, but it's about other people too. All right, it is time. Get your surfboard and let's go surfing. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, but don't forget to hit the little bell which notifies you of the next update. This is the picture that I've chosen. It's all about Jupiter heading into Sagittarius. Now, there's a lot going on here, and the first thing I want to say is that don't be too selfless if you have needs that need to be met. I think the first thing that we need to worry about is your well-being, and if you're not 100%, then you're not going to be able to help other people and fulfill your mission. So get your needs met, but do it as soon as practical so that you can get out of what kind of looks like selfishness mode, and definitely don't stay in greediness mode. A lot of you don't even have to worry about that side, but it's worth talking about because it's karmic if you do stay in that, particularly for the Quincunx between Uranus and Jupiter. So it doesn't have to be completely selfless. Just move forward. The whole point with today is just move forward in your life. Take some steps. Even if you don't really have the vision today, that's not required. That's not what the transit is all about right now. It's just moving forward. Uranus and Jupiter both are holding hands to make it work out. The worst evil right now is regressing backward in life or just being stagnant. So it's just about taking steps to move forward. And it's best if you can not be totally greedy, but definitely get moving forward in something that will benefit yourself. That's okay, as long as it's benefiting other people as well and not harming other people, for sure. And then the Mars and Venus are there to give you the power to coordinate with other people in this moving forward in life. And a lot of you who are maybe let's see, where am I going with this? Is well, let's just leave the romantic part about all that out. I've already talked enough about that. I don't have anything to add there. The numerology. This is where we have to be very careful. The 8, it's sliding into wanting to be in control, and I talked a little bit about this already. Is that when things get like wide open and there's a lot of change happening, some of you, these particularly the oldest borns and the only children. As strange as that sounds, this is getting into psychology of birth order. But those two kind of subsets of birth order people are going to try to stay in control of the situation. And that's, it's natural for you guys. It's a defense mechanism because you feel like it's almost miserable if you feel like life is happening without your input, without your control. And it's an unsettling situation. So if you can learn to go with the flow, that's going to be this next couple days. Maybe even the whole transit of Jupiter and Sagittarius. You know, if that, depending on where that is in your natal birth chart, that's going to be big for you. But trusting in the flow, some of you have no problem with that, particularly those of you who are heavy in Sagittarius or Jupiter. But for those who don't, just breathe. But first and foremost, I'm going to say it one more time because it's the most important. Take a step forward in life, okay? And you won't be unhappy in this time period. All right, that's a wrap. Let's do this again tomorrow. I'll see you again mañana. Thanks, everybody.